The boss man, Bruce Springsteen, with his blue-collar roots there, dancing in the dark. You know, I'm reading his Born to Run, his memoir, and it is something else. It tells you a lot about just exactly what his roots were, and I'm telling you, they were real.
This is Good Morning Delhi with Chris.
Radio 1.
13 past 10, and I don't know, Amit, this is a bit aside from our conversation, but this boy, Bruce Springsteen, grew up really poor. Like, he had to work really hard just to be able to buy a guitar. Today, he can afford to break at least 5 of them on stage when he's performing. But, part of it, of course, a big part of it was, of course, his natural talent and hard work that he put into his music. But I'm sure a lot of it also had to go with the kind of investments and the way he took care of his money, right?
I'm sure.
So you work so hard to make that money. And now what you're going to do with that money now that you have it, right? Some of it you're going to spend. But being the Indian that you are, you're going to like to save it. So we talked about NPS a while back. Let's talk about, investment asset classes. And a major announcement was made. Real estate has come tumbling down, with demonetization and now with the budget. So let's talk about where real estate lies as an asset class now.
Right. So before I talk about that, Chris, I'll take your permission to say one thing.
Sure.
I think people in our country, they just have to change their thinking pattern. Mm-hmm. People want to spend first and then invest whatever is left.
Yeah.
Right? And I would really want people to change that habit.
What do you suggest they do?
So they should invest first.
Okay.
And then whatever they are left with, they should spend.
But that has to be a realistic proportion or portion or percentage.
Agree. Yeah. I totally agree. And I'm not just saying it for the sake of theory.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you can establish a discipline that this is what I need to live my life, and this is what I can easily let go for now because it will create a bigger number for me 10 years later or 5 years later.
Okay.
And I'm not saying compromise.
Yeah.
I'm just saying make fine adjustments towards investments and saving, and make your investments systematic. Let it be on a autopilot mode.
Yeah.
Let the money get debited on the second of the month when your salary comes.
So I guess they should go back home or wherever they get the time, do what Arun Jaitley does. Expenses, right? Okay, the absolutely mandatory expenses that you have in a month, and ones which are fringe sort of luxuries or whatever that you can afford to maybe not spend so much of.
Correct.
So, I guess people would like to do, and you feel the better for doing that, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, it hurts in the beginning.
Yeah.
But 2 years, 3 years later, when you see the result of that discipline, then you're like, wow, I didn't imagine this was going to happen. And mind you, collective decision. So if the two spouses can plan this together and then structure their investments and savings pattern, I think they will have wonderful future for the kids.
All right.
That's my learning in last 6 years when I've from the people who I've been trying to help.
Amit is on a mission, and he's not mincing his words. When we come back, we're going to talk about real estate as an asset class, if that's even making sense anymore. Elton John and Kiki D out for a really great duet called Don't Go Breaking My Heart. We're coming back.